My friend and I planned a joint birthday, but she thinks I'm overshadowing her.
Well, maybe you should step up.
For context, I, 29 female, have always known my friend Elle, 22 female, to be a birthdayzilla. She's always taken her big day very seriously and gets very distressed at the thought of not having a big, glorious day all about her. It also happens to be 13 days before my birthday. By the way, this comes from Feathered Chef, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OKStorytime subreddit.
Do it.
Go on. So here's the situation. Me and Louisa's sister-in-law, we were planning to surprise Elle on her birthday by showing up at her house with a basket full of presents, treats, drinks, and the works. We told each other what gifts we'd bought so that everything followed Elle's aesthetic. All good. Elle suggested that since our birthdays are so close, we should pick a day between them to go out for a joint celebration. So far, my only plans for my 30th were to have a family dinner with my mom and the tribe, followed by cocktails at my place, so I agreed. Happy for the extra thoughts. Plans were made to go for dinner, go shopping, visit our favorite crystal store for a fun workshop, which I promptly booked and paid a deposit for, and end with some drinks. Here's where I may have messed up. Foolishly, I invited my fiance and a 2-year-old to the dinner portion of the day. I checked with the girls first and they both agreed it was fine. However, later, Elle got in touch to set me straight. I was told the day out was actually Elle's big day, not a joint celebration. That I was ruining the vibe of her big girl's day by inviting my family to dinner. Whoa. Knowing what Elle is like with her birthday and not wanting it to turn into something nasty, I apologized for getting my wires crossed, told my fiance he was no longer invited, and adjusted my view of the day. Not minding at all since I already had birthday plans after all, and sister-in-law coincidentally DM'd me and let it slip that they were supposedly planning a surprise party for me. She also said that this year, but nothing got planned. So no problems, right? Wrong! The next day, I start getting a barrage of angry texts from Elle and sister-in-law. Dozens of accusations, including, but not limited to, I was trying to overshadow Elle with all my birthday plans, that I was an inconsiderate B who hadn't planned anything for Elle and didn't care that her dad had fell into eternal sleep, oh boy, and that I offered no compromise for the girls' day out, that I planned on stealing from Elle, that my gifts for Elle were too cheap, and that I said horrible, disgusting things about Elle and must be having one of my episodes. Honestly, I have no idea where most of it came from, and it was all really hard to follow. But anytime I asked for a clear explanation of the problem, I kept getting told to reread my messages and see for myself. They picked apart every flaw I had, even down to how absent I've been during my recent struggle with postnatal PTSD. I tried to explain my side and apologize for my confusion, but they were having none of it. I think it was the no compromise that confused me the most. I'd put so many plans on hold to accommodate Elle's big day out and Elle's plans for my birthday that I failed to see what I didn't compromise on. I canceled plans for my first Valentine's Day as an engaged couple and a holiday abroad for my 30th birthday. So this bee didn't feel like I was trying to outshine her while she's grieving her dad's passing. Wow. Yeah, that's like another level that you just brought into it too.
Yeah.
They wore my patience down until I finally snapped, gave them a piece of my mind, and blocked them both. It kind of bothers me how out of the blue this was, though. So am I the a-hole, or are my friends just toxic?
Really freaking toxic, man.
Insanely
really
toxic.
Freaking toxic. Dude. Like, sure, she's going through, a very hard thing with her dad's passing, but also you just had a baby.
Yeah.
You just had a baby.
Yes.
Like, you're not going to be
your own stuff.
Yeah. And also, she just fully miscommunicated what she wanted.
100%.
One. And also, you're not going to be able to give the same amount of focus and stuff into friendships when you just had a baby.
Yeah. But there are some comments. Comment number 1 says, you need to ditch the toxicness of these two. She told you it was going to be a joint thing, and then suddenly, no, it's not. Then you canceled your own birthday plans so as to not outshine her. WTF. Go have a massive party with all of your friends and family, minus those two, and live your best life. Leave their petty, insecure jealousy behind you and find your friends who aren't awful people. You didn't overshadow anything. Comment says, it sounds like either sister-in-law is a worm in her ear, lying her butt off, or they are both toxically jealous. Either way, not good friends to keep. OP responded, I very much got that vibe during the argument. A lot of what Elle said didn't line up with the convo I was having with sister-in-law. Even her first message was claiming I'd said something to sister-in-law that was offensive and aimed at Elle.
John, you've been dancing a lot.
I'm going to give you a live demonstration and you're going to see it too.
Show me those hips. Oh, damn. That is a good move. But you know what is also an amazing move?
What is that, Sam?
Becoming an OK Storytime member.
Yeah, that's freaking right. We have 60 plus hours of exclusive live streams on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
It's only $5 a month, so go to the link in our description, youtube.com/OKOP show/join.
Well, let's get back to the story.
The only time I spoke even slightly negatively was well into the argument when I pointed out to sister-in-law that twice now they'd let slip that they wanted to throw me a surprise party and then planned nothing. Something that hadn't bothered me at all until I was told that I wasn't doing enough for her. I just wanted to point out that what doing nothing actually was. Boom. Update. Woo! Honestly, didn't think I'd be updating this. I haven't unblocked Elle or her sister-in-law and have had such a peaceful week, keeping my head down and looking up mom and toddler groups to take my son to so we can both meet some new friends. Amazing. It's worth noting that I didn't take the time to block Elle across all media. It really is less effort to ignore her than it is to go through everything I had her added on and block her. I also figured I wouldn't need to know how fast she removed me from every group chat and shared gaming world. Now, earlier today, I shared a post on Facebook that I felt resonated with my current circumstances. It's the only thing I've posted that relates to what happened with me and Elle. Lo and behold, a few hours later, I got 3 WhatsApp messages from Elle. Out of pride and principle, no matter how curious I got, I haven't opened them. Nice. However, in the drop-down notification, I got the first few words of her message. So you're calling me a snake? ... Referencing my post.
Ooh, that would be hard to not read.
That would absolutely be hard. I'd just be like, oh my God, what's this crazy girl
What's
saying
this
now?
girl saying?
I missed the notification for the second message, and the third said an image had been sent. I told my fiance about it. We had a laugh, and out of curiosity, he checked his Facebook to see if he was still friends with Elle or if she'd blocked him. Sure enough, same as me, he had been unfriended but not blocked. Sister-in-law still has us both added as friends. We took this as confirmation that they were keeping it open to creep in the shadows, and we laughed some more. Then he noticed several posts Elle had made, clearly with me in mind. Cut to about an hour ago, I was talking to my son's godmother on Discord and sending her a video of my son when I noticed WhatsApp did my curiosity a solid. There, in my gallery, were 2 images I didn't recognize. I knew right away that they must have been downloaded from Elle's message. They look like screenshots from TikTok, and they speak along the same lines as the posts she'd made on Facebook. By the way, we're always posting full episodes of stories just like this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app. Just search OK Storytime. I kind of feel like an a-hole for saying this, but all I could think of when I read them was how ironic it was that she was sending them to me. During what I'm calling the blowout, I asked so many times what the problem was and where it was all coming from, tried calling and tried again the next day when things had calmed down. Even said I wanted to apologize for some of my heat of the moment nastiness. But every call was rejected, and I was told that they didn't want to speak to such a horrible, disgusting person. That Elle had done nothing wrong, and it was all my fault for trying to overshadow her. So why are you trying to text me then, girl? What's going on? What's going on? Dude, that's crazy. There's still more to this, but like, oh my gosh. Why is it such a big deal
I don't know.
she's trying to overshadow?
Yeah. It's her birthday too. It's literally her birthday too.
Literally.
It's your 22nd birthday. That's like the least important birthday.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize the age difference.
Yeah.
Too. This whiny
Well, actually,
little
it's
brat.
just your 23rd birthday.
Yeah.
Nothing important happens on 23rd.
Yes.
30th? That's a pretty big birthday.
It's a huge birthday.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I OP, I'm impressed by how much effort you're putting into this.
Yeah.
I'd be gone.
Gone.
I'd be like,
Bye.
okay, cool.
I'm out of here.
I said my apology. You have a great birthday.
You have a good day.
Honestly, I'm not looking to let this bother me or change my mind. And it's been a laugh knowing I've been living in her head rent-free all month while I'm over here moving on. I thought you guys would appreciate the tea. And that's the end of the story.